Warning! Graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like watching pest control videos, then hello again and welcome to the Squirrel Hunter channel. Please continue and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. If you have any questions, can you please check the description below first to see if it's already been answered and for some useful links. Thank you.
Right, this is a Snipercam unit. That's the back of it. In fact, that's not the back, it's the front. So you're looking down there, you can see the lens, the camera housing. Camera lives in there. Has adjustment at the bottom, zoom and focus. That's where you look, through there. A function, on, off and record. That's record on and off even. That's power on and off. That's turn record on and off. There's a function button. What those buttons press on is this. Mini HDR. That's where you look. Through there. Magnifies that screen, which is attached to the camera there. Recording onto that. Those buttons correspond to there. Tidy job. What's the unit? This piece of packing there. It's split. Goes on the scope. That's what it wedges on. And then this fits on like that. Snug fit. Look through there, and looking down the scope. Scope view. The daytime IR filters supplied. Which is used for daytime vision only. There you can see little Picatinny rail for attaching your illumination device for night shooting.
Right then, down to business. Bro and I have come out to one of our permissions to top the feeder up. It's almost been emptied. We think some of the culprits could be rats. Looking at the inside of this, they've been inside, chewing away. And set up home with a bang, which is one of many holes. A lot of very obvious use. We're planning on coming out here in a couple of days' time with the Snipercam to hit the squirrels. I've got a funny feeling we might have to hit the rats as well one evening. Anyway, come the morning, a few days later we go out. I'll take the B.S.A R10. I'm going to shoot Terminators out of it. If you've been watching our more recent vids, you'll know I like these pellets a lot. Seem to do a lot of damage to squirrels at short range. That's what I'm using today. This is the morning of our shoot. Bro's on his camera. I've got a camera and a Snipercam going. I've fast forwarded this bit because I've already spotted something running around on this feeder. It's come past a couple of times. I've got a small rat running about. No squirrels have shown themselves. We've barely been there half an hour. It's a terrible day today. It's rainy and windy, as you'll see later on. Here he comes. He's running around there for quite a while. It's in slow motion. I thought he might have been eating some. He just seems to be running past for some reason. Not sure why, but never mind. It wasn't long before he started running out to the front edge of this leg, picking up some of the spilt wheat and running back in again. He did it several times in a row, and now I've lined up on him. You can see my silhouette there in the top left-hand corner. I signalled to me bro. He's coming out. To get ready with his camera. So I'm going to shoot him as soon as he comes to that leg. I've done it a few times now, and I've got the scope cam lined up on him and take him with a nice hard body shot. The Terminator does a very good job at stopping him dead in his tracks. With a few nervous kicks. That went down the side of his neck, I do believe, right into the heart and lungs. Which pretty much put paid to his galloping around antics. It's all over for Mr. Rat. Quite happy with that. Here's a view from the Snipercam. I've already seen him come to this point once before. Doesn't stay there very long. You can see him in the background there, just an ear popping up. This time I was signalling bro just to make sure he had his camera on. Get a close-up footage of the leg. He's not going to stop there for long when he runs forward. Just got to be ready to take the shot. Like that. So you get different sounds depending on which recording device you're getting. It's a colour camera. It's quite dingy in the wood there. It's detected a low lux level. It's gone to night vision mode for low light conditions. It's enough light for it to work without IR illumination. That's Mr. Rat in the bag. We have a squirrel. Bro's camera there, catching me shooting it. See, the Terminator's done a great job of dropping it to the ground. Bleeding from the ears, pellet's gone straight into the brain. The body starts to shut down. You can hear the wind picking up. That's over for Mr. Squirrel. Here's my camera. Picking up a lot more of the rain noises. See Mr. Squirrel coming in on the side of the feeder. Comes round to take a bite to eat. That's the point bro got him on film. There's a Snipercam view. Still thinks it's pretty dingy. Nice straight on headshot there. I'll track it to the ground. Forecast was for the wind to get quite bad today, and rain, so he chose his permission. It's in a bit of a dip, almost like a valley, in amongst the trees, and the hide's waterproof, pretty well sheltered from the wind. The rain still gets through a bit though. It didn't seem to put this squirrel off from coming for breakfast, but the Terminator's probably put it off for good now. Not the best day out. We've got a pheasant come in. This belongs to the owner. Before anyone says anything, I'm not going to shoot it. It's out of season anyway. I'm completely unaware of any sort of danger it might be in. Although it's not actually in any. Maybe it knows it's out of season, I don't know. My personal opinion is they're very pretty. They're very stupid birds. It's coming for a free feed. Totally ignoring that squirrel. If you've watched many of our other videos, you'll know we like watching the local wildlife, whatever they may be, coming in and having a free feed. A lot of the birds come here. Very pleasing to watch. While we're waiting for the pests that we're trying to control to come in. While we're busy watching this pheasant in the rain, on a free lunch, we spotted a squirrel high up in the tree, making its way down towards us. It's quite fortuitous. And over to Brocam now. He's tracking him. He's having a little look at the one on the floor there, and moves in for a mouthful of food. Looks pretty good there. He moves to the edge. That's a good side-on headshot there. It's giving the impression he might be a bit nervy. So I'm taking my time. Galloping back. That's more like it. As I get ready to take the shot, the pellet finds its mark. Pretty much stones that one. Drops in front of the pheasant. The pheasant's looking at him. It's hard to know what the pheasant makes of it all. Here's my view. Caught him on the side of the feeder. A bit further back. He goes to the edge of the feeder. Like you've just seen in the other bit of video. He sits on the side. I'm getting prepared. And I've got him in the sights. Shoot him straight in the top of the head. The camera still thinks it's a bit dark. Not sure if that's a function of it looking down the telescopic sight or what it is. I'm not going to argue with the camera. Picture's pretty clear. There we go, look at that. As if by magic it turns to colour. Light levels must have got up a bit. Here comes another squirrel. On B.S.A again. Catch him in a good shot to the head. They bleed out pretty quickly as the body shuts down. If a human lost that much of its blood that quickly, it'd be unconscious in no time. Bro's gone to the toilet, believe it or not. Straight after that last one, this one runs across. I'm trying to get his attention by punching him as he's walking past me, to tell him there's another squirrel rushing towards the feeder. When Bro's bladder calls, he's got to go. So I'm going to track this myself now, and wait for it to come down, and take the shot. Too busy messing around in the background. Bro's just turned round and managed to get his attention. I tell him he needs to come and get the camera on and film it. It's still not settled, so it's not a problem. He's fidgeting around and so am I. I'll get the scope cam on. I'll line up on him in a second. It's more like it. I'm getting full colour film now. Looking through the Snipercam. Now it's finally settled. Been a nice feeding pattern there. Catch him with a shot straight to the top of the head. Quite happy with that shot. Can't see it from my position as well as I'd like to. I can tell by the body movements. Got a good shot right into the back part of his head. Probably damaged the spinal column on that one, I should imagine. Not a lot of movement at all. Yeah, another squirrel falls. Looking at the trees in the background now, there's no squirrel there. Quite sheltered here, despite the fact it's windy and rainy. We're back on B.S.A, and Bro spotted a squirrel coming down the tree. Got the camera on it now. It's looking straight at him. Might well have spotted some movement. It still continues to approach. A few small tail flicks. Starting to become quite a stack of squirrels on the floor. He's having a good look. Don't think he can work out what's going on. It's very tempting when they sit still like that. The head movements will always catch you out. Despite his concern, he's still moving towards the food. I'm pretty certain his belly's ruling his head. It's only a matter of time. He's got to sit up, feed nicely, just like that, with predictable results. Tracking him the whole time, as soon as the shot presents itself. Shot him in the head. This one turns out to be quite a lively one. Another shot to the head. Those are just nerves. We do suspect sometimes the pellet causes more activity than it kills. For a brief moment anyway. See the body's shutting down. That's where it kicks its last. I probably would have given it a second shot, but for the fact the post's in the way. I'm quite happy with that though. Another squirrel down. This is the same shot from my view. So the squirrel can racing down a tree. You can also hear the rain. There I am tracking it. Obviously what I'm doing while Bro's filming his bit. Very tempted. Sliding across there. I know better things will take a shot like that. Especially when they seem agitated on approach. As I said before, he's heading towards the food. Just gotta wait for him to sit up. More like it, just like that. Straight into the top of the head. And I start tracking him onto the floor. Reloaded. And as I track him, despite the fact he's jumping, his head's not moving itself. His legs kicking, causing him to drive around the floor. And the rather aptly named body stoppers are stopping him going down the bank. Like I said, I was going to shoot him again. The leg was in the way. I can now see the pellet has done the job. Albeit not as quickly as the other ones. But because the body stoppers are there, he hasn't rolled in the bank. I don't have to leave the hide to check him. This is always a bonus. Especially today, I'm out a bit wet. The wind starts to blow a bit harder. Not a very good day at all. Not for weather. We're starting to get quite a stack of squirrels. There's Bro's camera over there. Back to Bro cam again. This one's come straight down to the top of the feeder. He's having a good look. Mr. Pheasant calling in the background. This one looks a bit more reluctant to come down to feed. You can usually bet they will eventually. Patience is the watchword. There's no prizes for wounding them. Or for missing even. He's decided he's coming for some food. Excellent. Straight on headshot. The pellet's gone down into his body. Probably damaging the spine. Maybe the nerves on the way down. Hitting the heart and lungs. Doing all sorts of damage. Spending all its energy into the squirrel. Marked difference in the amount of movement afterwards. That's pretty much why we prefer a straight on headshot. Here's my view. It's almost like a different video. See more of what the weather's doing. And the squirrel coming in the context of it all. Quite blowy. Because we're only about 15 yards from the feeder. Doesn't make a lot of difference to the pellet flight. Which is another big advantage for being this close. There's absolutely no need to go any further. Not in this location anyway. I think we've proved that with all of our videos. And I've picked him up in a Snipercam, which I've now sussed out. Wasn't exactly focused properly. Then again, it could be my eyes. And there we are. Crosshairs on the top of his head. Pellet swiftly following. And as you've already seen, he drops pretty much straight to the ground. Distinct lack of movement compared to the other one that flipped around quite a lot. No need for the body stoppers here. quite clear to me. That's the end of this squirrel. I'm starting to wonder whether we should have gone out more often on the windy days. I've obviously still got to feed. This is quite a windy day indeed. Got quite bad at one point. The worst thinking you're going to go home. Looks like a hurricane started. Because this video turned out to be too long, I've had to cut it in half. So this is part 1, and I hope you tune in next week to see part 2. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.